Hi everyone, welcome to today's session. In this video, we are going to show you the transformative power of social work advocacy. I will guide you through the essential role social advocacy plays in the social work profession. In addition, I will share stories with you that illustrate just how powerful the voice of social workers can be when raised in support of social justice. From individual client support to shaping national policy, social work advocacy is at the heart of everything social workers do. Let's dive right into it. For our use case today, imagine Jeff. Jeff is a dedicated social worker and he just received a frantic call from a client named Maria. Maria is a single mother of two. She has just been denied crucial housing assistance. Guess what? Due to an administrative error. And now she and her children are at the brink of homelessness. Now, something that Jeff knew was that simply filling out another form would not be enough. This was a moment that demanded social work advocacy, a powerful, unwavering voice to champion Maria's rights and ensure her family's stability. In the complex world of social work, advocacy isn't just a skill, it's the heartbeat of the profession. Social work advocacy is about empowering the voiceless, dismantling systemic barriers, and fighting for a more just and equitable world. This video and the comprehensive guide that comes with this video. So if you take a look at the bottom of this video, you will see a link that takes you to the comprehensive guide that provides step-by-step detailed overview of everything you need to know about social work advocacy. The video and the guide will help equip you with the knowledge, strategies, and examples you need to become a formidable advocate for your clients and the overall community. Next, let us unpack the core of what advocacy truly means in social work. Advocacy is more than just speaking up, it's about actively working to remove barriers that silence people. It's the pursuit of justice, equity, and access for those who are too often overlooked or pushed to the margins. For social workers, advocacy is not an optional part of the job, it's foundational. It's in the code of ethics, it's in the mission, and it's in the daily interactions. Whether it's ensuring a child receives special education services or helping a client navigate a complex healthcare system, or pushing back against discriminatory policies, social work advocacy is the compass that keeps social workers aligned with our commitment to dignity and human rights. Now, let us discuss your mission as a social work advocate. Being an advocate means more than supporting, it means standing beside someone in their most vulnerable moment and saying, "You are not alone." So consider Maria's story. When she was about to lose her home, her social worker, Jeff, took on more than a supportive role. He became Maria's advocate. He researched the legal misstep. He filed urgent paperwork and escalated the issue until Maria's housing was restored. This is the real power of social work advocacy, transforming fear and crisis into protection and stability. Next, we are going to talk about micro and mezzo social work advocacy. Advocacy isn't limited to just systems. It starts with individuals. At the micro level, you might be advocating for a single patient that has been denied necessary care. That's advocation in action. That's micro advocation. What about the meso level? With the meso level, perhaps you are organizing a caregiver support group to meet a rising community need. That's the meso level. But it doesn't really matter whether you are acting on behalf of one person, micro, or helping hundreds, meso. Both levels are crucial. You are not only solving problems, my friend, you are strengthening communities. Next, let us zoom out to the micro level. This is where social workers influence entire systems, lobbying for change, influencing policy, and evaluating community needs to lawmakers. Think of the social worker who noticed a mental health care gap and made it her mission to fix it. She organized forums, gathered testimonials, and met with city council officials until funding was approved. One key thing to keep in mind about macro social work advocacy is this: it is not really designed just to help, it functions to transform entire systems. It is designed to be more than just responsive, but to really deliver large scale, impactful change. Next, let us discuss essential skill sets. Social work advocacy demands a unique mix of heart and skill. You need strong communication, persistence, good research skills, and, super important, the ability to build alliances. For instance, negotiating with a school to secure uh, services or resources for a student isn't just about making a case, it's about being prepared, credible, and also confident. The best social work advocates are lifelong learners who are strategic, informed, and deeply empathetic. These are the skills that will help you create real, lasting change for the people you serve. One key thing to take away from this slide is this: you never stop learning as an advocate. Always strive to improve and gain more knowledge. And that's one of the things that this video, as well as the comprehensive guide, aims to provide to you. All right, next, let us discuss your advocacy checklist. Here is where you get tactical. Effective advocacy doesn't happen by accident, it follows a clear intention and plan. First, start by identifying the core issue. What exactly needs to change? Be specific. Then define your objectives. What outcome are you aiming for? Are you trying to secure services for one client, influence a policy, or bring awareness to a systemic problem? Once you have clarity on your goal, gather evidence. That might include client stories, data, research, or policy gaps. Anything that strengthens your case. From there, identify who has the power to influence or make the change. This could be a supervisor, a school administrator, a government official, or a community board. Then build a compelling message and choose the right strategy for delivery. Will it be a written letter, a formal meeting, or could it be a community campaign, or a collaborative effort with other advocates? Consider timing also, tone, and the best platform to ensure your message resonates. Also, anticipate resistance, plan for challenges, prepare responses, and stay adaptable. Document your steps, track your progress, and follow up consistently. Now, I should have mentioned this before you start scrambling to take a lot of notes, all of these things that I am saying right now, including a downloadable free checklist, they all provided to you in the guide. So you don't really have to take notes. You can just listen. Everything is provided to you for free. All right, so to continue, this kind of structured approach using a checklist doesn't just make your advocacy more organized, it makes it more powerful, persuasive, and results driven. All right, so let us discuss your call to action. Advocacy isn't reserved for those in leadership roles or policy positions. Every social worker and case manager, no matter your title or setting, you all have the ability to be a powerful advocate. You already have the tools, your empathy, your voice, your commitment to justice. This guide is just the beginning. It offers the foundation and strategies, but your growth as an advocate will really come from experience, reflection, and continued learning. Pay attention to the everyday opportunities, moments when you can speak up for a client or question an unfair policy or help someone access the support they deserve. And remember, advocacy doesn't always look like grand gestures. Sometimes it's the small, quiet acts, writing a letter, sitting in on a school meeting, or simply being present. Those are the little things that make the biggest impact. Your dedication, your values, and your persistence are what make social advocacy effective. With each action, you help build a more just, inclusive, and compassionate world. The journey starts with you, and it starts now. All right, so I hope you have found this video presentation helpful. If you have, there is much more waiting for you. When you click on the link at the bottom of this video, that takes you to the full comprehensive free guide, which is what I am currently sharing on my screen. You will notice that we have the table of content that goes over the role of a social work advocate, the types of social work advocacy. Most importantly is this, where it says download your free social work advocacy checklist. Let me scroll down there. So On the screen itself, on the page, we've listed the checklist for you. But if you scroll down to the section below that, you will see where it says download the PDF checklist. All you have to do is just click on it and it just opens up as a new tab, and then you can download the checklist. Once again, it's all free. Uh, and if you have any questions, if you have any comments, don't hesitate to reach out to us. All right, there are two pro tips I would like to leave you with today. One pro tip is this: always document your advocacy steps. It not only strengthens your case, but also helps you track your growth and identify what works and what doesn't. Two, you want to ensure that you are building relationships before you need them. Keep that in mind. Building relationships before you need them. Advocacy is more powerful when it's backed by trusted networks, allies, and also partnership. Don't forget to click on the next video where you can continue to learn more about best social work practices. And don't forget, any questions or comments, let us know.